Hello and welcome to Disorderly Tarot. Today I have a pick a card reading for you for your next relationship. So this is a singles pick a card reading. We've got 7 groups here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've each got a crystal on them. So group 1, the crystal is clear quartz. Group 2, you have bloodstone. Group 3, angel light. Group 4, honey calcite. Group 5, jade. Group 6, serpentine. And group 7, sodalite. So I just want you to take a deep breath in and hold it and slowly breathe out and then choose a group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take your time. Timestamps will be below in the description box and also in the comments. So group 1, if you pick the clear quartz and this heart, this is your reading. We will come back to the heart. I'm going to do the rest of your reading first. So if we start with your tarot, first just wanted to pull a card to represent your next relationship. And there we got the Empress. So with that, it's going to be a beautiful relationship. It's abundant. You may even fall pregnant during this relationship. It's a lot of love, kindness, nurturing feminine qualities. Quite a beautiful relationship and a significant one, definitely, because it's a major arcana. I'm seeing a lot of love, a lot of care, a lot of compassion in your relationship. Next, we're going to look at you in your relationship. So you come across as the Knight of Pentacles in your relationship. So the Knight of Pentacles is someone who's quite serious and mature. I don't know if that resonates with you, but someone who takes things fairly seriously. Someone who moves at a relatively slow pace as well in the relationship. So maybe you want to take things slowly. Maybe you've got to a point in your life where you don't want short-lived relationships anymore. You want something long-term, something committed. But I can see with the Empress that it is going to be a stable relationship. It's going to be committed. It's going to be long. It's going to be everything that you've been looking for. And we next have a look at your partner in your next relationship. And we've got the 8 of Pentacles for that. So you're both Pentacles. Pentacles are to do with the earth signs. So we've got Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. So don't know if you or your partner are those signs or have those signs in your chart somewhere. Anyway, when we look at the 8 of Pentacles, it talks about putting in hard work. So I'm seeing this person as a hard worker. I'm thinking of Capricorn in particular, but yeah, your next relationship will be with someone who is a hard worker, someone who puts in a lot of effort into everything that they do. And I think that goes quite nicely with you, actually. I can see why this relationship would work out, because you both have that same sort of endurance, stability, pursuit of something long-term, something secure. So next I drew a card for the strength or the advantage of your relationship, and we've got the 10 of Pentacles. So another Pentacles, oh my goodness. So someone here must have a lot of earth signs in their charts. That's all I can think, because there's so many earth signs. But with the 10 of Pentacles, this is a beautiful card. It's all to do with success, family, success, just being happy, feeling fulfilled, feeling like everything's in order, warmth, security, stability. That is the strength of your relationship. You couldn't get many cards that are better than that. So I think there's definitely success here. I think this is going to be a long-term thing. Your next relationship looks very, very good. Very stable, very committed, very trustworthy, very secure. It's genuine success and happiness and living happily ever after. That's what I see here for you. So every relationship has its weaknesses. So I did draw a card for weaknesses. Don't be too afraid. We've got the 5 of Swords for your relationship, weakness. So I see someone is afraid of disappointing the other person. That's what I'm seeing from the 5 of Swords. Like someone feeling like they're almost not good enough, or like they're not worthy of the other person. Some sort of imbalance here. That's what I'm seeing when reading this card. There might be times where one of you has a lot of self-doubt, insecurities. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing with the 5 of Swords. So that might be something that you need to work on during your relationship. I'm not sure which of you it is, but that's going to be the kind of challenge you'll face during your relationship. But on the whole, it's very positive, lots of success. So next I drew you a romance angel. We've got, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm wondering if it's you, because it's saying it's safe for you to love. I mean, I wonder if it's you who gets insecure sometimes, or feels unworthy, or feels like you could get hurt at any time. But this is telling you you won't. You know, this is great success. This is a love match. Look at the abundance. The Empress has everything. So much love. So much love. It's safe to love. And then we've got a Whispers of Love card. We've got appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. Although there's all this happiness and success, sometimes I think you find it difficult to see, and you start overthinking things, overanalyzing things, feeling like something's going to go wrong at any moment. But this is telling you to stop yourself from thinking like that during this relationship. You've got to appreciate it, because really you've been given so much. This seems like such potential, such great potential. So you need to appreciate it as much as possible. And then we have the healing light. Healing love. That's what this card represents. So if you believe in spirits or angels or any sort of guidance, this is drawing you to this person, and this person is going to heal parts of you. This relationship is going to be worthwhile because you're going to learn from it, and it's going to mend parts of you that you thought were broken. It is safe to love. There's going to be healing done during this relationship, so it's worth it. It's something good to invest in. I then just wanted to find out a little bit more about your partner. So I wanted to know a little bit more about them. So I drew 2 cards about them. So we've got the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. And we've got your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Oh my goodness, did I not say they reminded me of Capricorn and hard work? I love it when it like mirrors it, what I said, like that. So there's someone who's worked hard for such a long time, and then they find you and they're over the moon. This is like everything comes together with you. Like you are meant for each other, and their hard work is finally going to pay off. And it looks like you're going to have quite a stable and secure foundation to your relationship. I mean, monetarily, I think you're both doing pretty well. They definitely seem like they've been working really hard to gain a good bank balance, and I think they've definitely got it by the time they meet you. It says the energy is gaining momentum, so I feel like they're coming towards you, like I don't want to repeat the word, but like their momentum is building up. They're coming closer to you, so I don't think it will be long before you meet each other. That's what I'm feeling from that card. As a little bonus, I thought I'd get some cards about them. So I've got a positive and negative aspect towards them. and also hair and eye colour, and I believe what kind of dates they would like. You don't need to take this part seriously, it's just fun, done for a little bit of fun. As this is a whole group of you watching, it's probably not going to be that accurate, but yeah, it's just a bit fun. So we've got eye colour mixed, so they may have multiple colours in their eyes. That's what we've got for this person over here. We've also got hair colour, white, blonde or grey. The kind of dates they like, home cooked meals or night in. I think they are quite like a homebody. That's what I'm feeling anyway with the earth energy. So the negative trait is that they can be needy. So that might be something that you want to work on or watch out for. But their positive trait is that they're exciting. So sometimes we can feel like with the Knight of Pentacles that they're lacking excitement. Maybe you felt like that in your life, like you've been lacking excitement, but this person is bringing it for you. So you don't need to feel like that any longer. So now we've just got a little message for your relationship, something to help you along, and it is guidance. My dreams give me inspiration and guidance. Maybe they show up in your dreams. Maybe you dream about them from time to time before you've even met. But I do feel like they're coming. They're coming soon, coming your way. And last but not least, we'll have a look at your heart. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Oh, what a beautiful message. So that's a little message from them. They're thinking of you right now. And they love you. I couldn't wish for a better reading for you. This is beautiful. I think your next relationship is going to be very strong and so worth it. So put yourself out there. Remember, it's safe for you to love, and it's going to be exciting. So look forward to it. Enjoy yourself. Oh, I wish you the best. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please leave a like down below. Feel free to comment too if any of this resonated, or let me know if any of it comes true. Subscribe if you want to see more pick a card readings in the future. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye. Hi group 2, if you picked the Bloodstone, this is your reading. So first we're just going to have a look at tarot, get the gist of your next relationship. So first we have the Wheel of Fortune telling us about your next relationship. So this describes luck. I think you're going to feel really lucky to have found this relationship. It's a lot of good fortune, good karma, something you've been waiting for. That's what I see for your next relationship. We're now just going to have a look at you in your next relationship. We've got the Four of Swords signifying you. So the Four of Swords talks about rest and almost like hibernation. During your relationship, you might feel like you need to retreat at times, take a break, or you may just find it very fast paced. And that's why you feel kind of run down by it, as much as it can feel lucky at times. With the Wheel of Fortune, I feel kind of like, even though it can be good fortune, it can also be like literally like a spinning wheel. So like sometimes it can land on a good thing, sometimes it can land on a bad thing. So it's kind of very up and down, if that makes sense. You might have some amazing days and other days where you're like, oh, I just need a break. And I think that's why you're feeling like the Four of Swords in your relationship. Let's have a look at what your partner will feel like in your next relationship. We have the Six of Pentacles to signify your partner. So I see your partner as someone who's very giving, very charitable, showers you in attention and affection and gives you gifts. I think they're quite thoughtful when it comes to you and they want to make you happy. And I can see them as being someone who brings you flowers all the time, or if you don't like flowers, something else that you like. Just kind of likes those little surprises that perk you up. So when you're feeling kind of more like you need a break, like you need a rest, they'll kind of bring you back towards them by these little gifts, little treats or little glimpses of their affection for you. Next, we have the strength in your relationships, so like the good thing about your relationship, and we have the Lovers to represent that. So, oh, that's beautiful. So it is a loving relationship. So this shows like a union, like you're in it together and you're in it for the long haul. I feel like you have each other's backs and you're constantly thinking of not only yourselves but also the other individual in the relationship. With the Lovers, really like they're half of your heart and you're the other half of your heart. It's very balanced. That's what I'm seeing as the strength of your relationship. And we'll just look at the weakness in your relationship. We have the Five of Cups. So if you have a look at the Five of Cups, the imagery here, we have 3 cups spilled on the ground, and that's what the witch is focusing on. She has 2 full cups on the table that she's kind of not noticing. So it's like, it's drawing back to this Wheel of Fortune. It's like there are some perks and some amazing bits of your relationship, but sometimes you can focus too much on the negative aspects, the things that are missing or lacking, or the things that are going wrong. And I think that's when you jump into this kind of like needing hibernation, needing rest, needing to get away from the relationship for a bit. I think it can be tough for you at times because you can see things going wrong. I don't know if it's in your relationship that things are going wrong or just outside, or maybe there are misunderstandings. You don't feel like your partner always understands you, and sometimes that's when it's like a cup spilled over and that's all you can focus on. I think sometimes you find it difficult to see the good things in your relationship because there are times where you feel misunderstood by your partner, or there are times where things go wrong and maybe you don't feel like your partner has your back in those times, even though they always do. Because if you look at the strength of the Lovers, you're supporting each other, you're supporting one another. That's what I see with the hands being held, and also the cat's tails like forming a love heart. You really love each other, and I think at times you can kind of forget their love for you. And I'm not saying this in a bad way, I'm just saying that sometimes things happen and maybe they're not very good at communicating with you at those times, and you can feel like you're alone in things when really you're not. Really, they do have your back. So now if we just have a look at your romance angel, we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, so perhaps that is like a big issue. Maybe that's one of these like cups that have fallen over. Maybe you do have, maybe it's their spending. Like, I really see them as someone who's very charitable, gives out loads of money and gives out things, and maybe either they're giving out too much and they're not looking after their own finances, and that's worrying you. That's making you like focus on these spilled cups, and obviously that would be a real issue if they're spending too much money. Like, no wonder you're concerned. Or it could be that they do have a lot of wealth and they're always giving, but you don't have so much, and then you feel like you can't give them back what they gave you, and you feel like there's an imbalance there. But what I'm seeing here is you do really love each other. You can fix these finance and career problems if you want to. And now I've got a Whispers of Love card. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. Wow, so that goes really well with the Four of Swords. I think sometimes you do just need a break, and that's okay. Sometimes you need to just kind of take a time out, and that's fine. Like, you don't need to feel guilty for taking a time out. You don't need to feel like bad if you need to just take some time for yourself and time away from your partner for a bit. That's okay, as long as you assure them that you're just doing it for your own well-being and you do still love them, clearly. But yeah, sometimes we all need a break, so you've got to remember that during this next relationship. And then we've got joyous fun. So I think sometimes this relationship is just a big bag of fun. Like, look at these people at the carnival, the fun fair. I think, oh my goodness, you and your partner would have so much fun together. You will, like in the future, the good times are really, really good. So when we look at the Wheel of Fortune, the good times are fantastic. You have so much fun, you have so much laughter, you have the same sense of humor. That's what I'm seeing. Sometimes maybe there are some sort of financial or career issues that you have to fight through. But it's all okay because you've got those cups on the table. You just need to turn your head round and you'll see them. You don't need to always be focusing on the spilled cups. So now I just got a couple of Moonology cards to look at your next partner. So first we've got a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So your partner could be a Cancer, that's one possibility, or have Cancer somewhere in their chart. A personal issue reaches resolution. So I think at the time that you two get together, they would have just gotten over a personal issue, their own personal issue. So there's not a lot of description to go into that, but I'm thinking at the time you two meet, either your own personal, no, I'm feeling like it's theirs. They've had some sort of issue, but they've finally got over it. So they won't have that baggage like weighing them down when they get into a relationship with you. So that's always good news. And then we've got conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. We got these Moonology cards to be talking about them, about your partner. So this is making me think they have a lot of questions, or they've had a lot of problems. But by the time they meet you, they've fixed something, and then there's other problems which they're on their way to fixing, if that makes sense. So it's like they've been working on themselves and they've had a lot that's been weighing them down in the past, but by the time they reach you, by the time they meet you, they would have worked through some of the stuff, and they'll still be working on a little bit, but I would say quite soon into your relationship they would have sorted them. So that's not something that you'll have to worry about in the future, which is always a good thing. I mean, we don't have the details of what these issues are about, but I'm sure you would find out through them. That might even be something you bond over, because maybe it's a problem that you've had in the past that you've had to deal with and they've dealt with it too, and that's how you kind of complement each other, and that's how you can form conversations with each other and understand each other fully. So next I just drew a few cards for fun. They're a bit more specific, and therefore, as this is a like pick a card group reading, you don't need to take this bit too seriously, because just take whatever resonates. So first I just looked into what eye colour your next partner will have. And we've got green, so they may have green eyes. And for hair, we've got dark blonde hair. So that might be the hair colour they have. And then the kind of dates they like going on, they like home-cooked meals or nights in. So that's really sweet. The last group got that actually too. They're just someone who likes their home comforts, I guess. But that's really cozy and nice and romantic, and it goes with kind of like them giving so much. Like, that's what they enjoy, and it goes with you needing like rest and relaxation too. I think you would enjoy that too. And then we've got a positive and a negative trait for them. So for positive, we've got that they are brave. Oh, that's lovely. I love that as like a positive attribute. So yeah, they're brave, courageous, strong. They look after you and protect you. And for negative traits, we've got jealous. So that may be, again, something that you might need to watch out for, because as we've seen, you do like your times of hibernation, rest and relaxation, getting away from them for some time, and maybe that's what fires their jealousy at times. You may need to watch out for that. Just be careful, because truth is, you both do really love each other, and you need to make sure that they know that. And if you have made that abundantly clear and they're still acting jealous, that is not a good sign. So just be aware of that. Then we got a little sweet dreams message for you. So we've got timing. The timing is just right for my dreams, desires and goals to manifest. So that makes me think the timing is just right. That makes me think that this is coming very soon. I think your next relationship is coming soon. Ooh, that's so exciting for you. So yeah, that's always a good note to almost end on. We've got one more, we've got your heart. So we're just going to read your heart to finish this reading off. So we've got transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. About to deepen. Oh my goodness. So what I'm feeling there with this timing as well is it's definitely happening soon. I think your next relationship is very soon. Love conquers and transforms all things. So no matter how many setbacks there are and financial issues or career issues and the wheel of fortune being good sometimes, bad other days, it doesn't matter because love conquers and transforms all things. This is for the greater good. There'll be lessons to be learnt from this relationship and there'll be fun to be had. You will enjoy it. It will be a good relationship on the whole. So group number 2, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please leave a like down below. Feel free to comment too if any of this resonates. And if this person comes soon, like I'm seeing here, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear about it. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more pick a card readings in the future. I hope you enjoyed watching and good luck with the next relationship. Bye. Hi group 3, if you picked the Angelite, this is your group and your reading. So first we're just going to start with some tarot. And we're going to have a look at your next relationship. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles signifying your next relationship. So the Queen of Pentacles signifies prosperity. It's everything you could want in a relationship. So I love this. It's success, it's feeling accomplished, it's feeling like you've got all your ducks in order. I just noticed there's loads of little kittens everywhere, so it's making me think of children and like, oh, cuteness. I think it's a very cute relationship. That's what I want to say, like that's meant to be. But yeah, definitely comfortable, great relationship. So next we've got you in your relationship. So we've got the Ace of Cups signifying you in your relationship. Oh, I love this card because it's like a gift from the universe, like an emotional, spiritual gift. And I think that's how you'll feel in this relationship, like you've been gifted something, like, oh my goodness, like you're just so lucky to have this. Like it's finally come to you. Maybe you've been waiting for a long time, but it's finally come to you, the relationship that you've been waiting for. And then if we have a look at your partner, we have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords looks at someone who's quite young, spirited and enthusiastic and determined. I see them as almost like an Aries personality, like someone who's quite impulsive. But yeah, just a lot of a fun spirit, a good energy, excitement. That's what I see with the Page of Swords. Also, Swords is related to communication, and I feel like they're quite intelligent and able to articulate themselves quite well. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing from them. Definitely a young, free spirit. The strength of your relationship, I've got the Knight of Swords. Oh, sorry, I put it that side even though I've been putting it this side for all the other groups just because I think it's connected to this Page of Swords. So I feel like your partner chases you. I think that's how you're going to get together. They very much chase you. And that's like the strength of your relationship. Like they want you so badly, they'll do anything to get you. I see this Knight as very protective, and I think your partner will be very protective over you. I think you will be in return as well. But them in particular, I feel like they will cherish you and they will protect you from anything that comes in your direction, anything bad especially, they'll look after you. And I think that's the strength of your relationship. And then if we look at the weakness of your relationship, we have the 8 of Swords. The problems you may face in your relationship are ones that you can actually solve. So if you ever look closer at this picture, it's a witch who is surrounded by swords and she has her hands tied by some ribbon, but yeah, the ribbon isn't actually tied if you look up close. So she could release herself from it if she wanted to, but she's just so terrified and scared. I mean, I see anxiety when I see this card always. It represents like panic attacks and anxiety to me, but there's this little blue bird, which I think represents like a bit of hope. You can release yourself from these restrictions if you want to. So I think at times you may have worries in your relationship, and that is what this is signifying, the weakness. Like there may be worrying times, you may feel kind of deserted and alone, but the truth is you're not. Your partner's there for you, and you just need to realize it and not get stuck too much inside your head overthinking things. I think you might have a tendency to do that. Next, we've got a romance angel for you. So we've got past life relationship. You have known each other before. That's funny. That's kind of what I was feeling with this like Ace of Cups, because the Ace of Cups is very much like, well, first of all, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and I felt like that was success, everything working out, but everything you could have dreamed of. But with the Ace of Cups, it's very much like a gift. Like you feel so gifted to have this relationship. And I think it's because it's a past life relationship. Like in a past life, I think you guys were together and you've been kind of waiting for them all this time in this life, and finally they're here for you. And this is going to be your next relationship, so I'm really happy for you. And then we've got a Whispers of Love card, and we have patience. Love is patient and kind always. So this is like, give it time, especially when you're like surrounded by these worries. Don't let it blind you. Don't let it make you fear too much that it's over, that there's no coming back from this, because every relationship has its ups and downs. Every relationship has times where things don't go perfectly. And at those times, I think you just have to have patience. Maybe they do too, because I do see them as quite an impulsive person, your partner. So they might need to have patience, and maybe you need to help them with that patience too. And next we have letting go. So this could be letting go of your worries, and it could be letting go of the past. I mean, look at all these doors that she needs to close and let go of. I think maybe you're letting go of old relationships. Do you have relationships in your life that you've never truly let go of? Because that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing like maybe you're telling yourself you've let go of them when you haven't really, and they're still hanging around. But in this relationship, I think it's going to teach you to finally let go of them, finally move on from them, because there's this Page of Swords coming your way, and your love, I think it's meant to be. It was a past life relationship. Okay, so now I've got a couple of Moonology cards to look into your next partner. So we have Show the World the Real You, Full Moon in Aquarius. So your partner may be an Aquarius or have Aquarius somewhere in their chart. Show the world the real you. Oh my goodness, that makes me think that they will show you the real them. Like they will be so honest with you. They will do stuff in front of you that like, I mean, they'd feel embarrassed to do in front of anyone else, but they're happy to be themselves around you because you just like smile and lighten up and laugh when they do so. Like I'm like picturing them like dancing around like stupidly and you just laughing your head off, because I think that's kind of what they're like. Like they're okay with being weird around you because they know their weirdness is compatible with your weirdness, and it just kind of works. Like you make each other laugh so much. That's what I'm feeling with this. And just honesty and integrity, which is the basis of a good relationship. So I like that for them. And then we've also got believe in the impossible blue moon for them. So believe in the impossible for them. Oh my goodness, so you are, oh, so sweet. You are the impossible. Like, you're what they thought they could never have. You're a dream come true. And it's telling them to believe in it because they're gonna get you. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. And then that's maybe why they feel like they can be honest with you. They can be themselves around you because you are their dream come true. Oh, that's beautiful. So next I've just got a few little cards as a little bonus, just for fun. They're very specific, so don't take it too seriously. Just take whatever resonates and leave the rest. So first we have their eye colour. We've got green, so they may have green eyes. We've got black for hair colour, so they may have black hair. For the type of dates they like, I like this. We've got unusual, atypical, which is exactly what I expect for the Page of Swords. Yeah, so they like something out of the ordinary when it comes to dates. Not something boring or standard. They'd be up for anything, and that's what I see. Someone who's quite adventurous, definitely. Okay, so as a negative trait for them, we've got volatile. Again, that's making me think of that Aries energy that I got earlier. I'm wondering if they're going to have some Aries in their chart, but yeah, volatile. That might be what leads to your worries. Sorry, that's not the nicest weakness to pull out because it could mean anything, but I think either they could be a bit moody or they can go to an extreme very quickly. That's what I'm seeing with volatile, like, but that doesn't mean you can't calm them down afterwards. It doesn't mean they can't work on that in the future. But yeah, volatile we've got as a weakness. And as a strength for your partner, we've got loyal. So they will be very loyal. Someone who will stick by your side no matter what, which is good to see when we're looking at the Knight of Swords, because sometimes they're not so loyal. But I suppose the Knight of Swords was more about your strength in your relationship, so it's not the bad side of the Knight of Swords, it's the good side. They'll always be chasing you, always be loyal to you. And then we just have a sweet dreams message for you, and we have support. I surround myself with those who support my vision and share my values. So that's just a little message for you when it comes to this next relationship that you need to keep in mind. Maybe there will be people around you who don't support this relationship, but it's important to just surround yourself with those who do, because sometimes there are people who are just jealous, honestly, and they can be disregarded. If there is someone who clearly isn't jealous and is just looking out for your best interests and noticing red flags, then listen to them clearly. Maybe you need their support in those circumstances. But yeah, this is saying you can pick and choose who you take support from and who you don't. But there will be people around you who will support you and help you if you need any help during this relationship. And I suppose you'll support each other because you're loyal to each other. And last but not least, let's look at your love heart. So we have balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So that's nice. You'll have balance in your relationship. And yeah, maybe you won't always agree, and there's where that volatility comes into it. But that's okay because there's that support again. Oh, it's mirrored. So it's okay to challenge it to each other. It's okay to have debates. It's okay to not agree on everything. As long as it doesn't get to a point where it's like a heated argument and you're upsetting each other, it's okay. You can have a difference of opinions. You can learn from each other. There wasn't much about when the relationship is coming. There was have patience. Love is patient and kind always. So I can't tell if it's coming soon or not. There's nothing to kind of indicate that. Right, do you know what? I'm going to pull one more Moonology card just in case we get a timing, because I'm just feeling drawn to do it. I didn't do this for any other group, but I'm feeling it for you. So let's see if we can get a timing for this relationship. Okay, a lot of cards fell on the floor, but this one stayed up here. So I'm going to take this one. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So if you've been kind of manifesting this for a long time and waiting for a relationship, I think it's coming soon. It could also come at a time where you are like hard at work, or it could even happen through work. Like it could be a colleague, or maybe you meet them at work. Yeah, there's a lot of messages from that, but yeah, I'm thinking quite soon. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching group number 3. Please leave a like down below if you enjoyed watching, and comment too if anything stood out to you, or in a month's time or 2 months' time if you want to let me know how this worked out. Subscribe to see more of my pick a card readings in the future. I hope you meet this person soon. Have a lovely day. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hi group 4, if you picked the honey calcite, this is your reading for your next relationship. So I'm just going to start off with some tarot. First, signifying your next relationship, we have Justice. This makes me think that your next relationship will be very fair. I think you'll be able to make decisions together very easily. I think you will agree on things. Maybe in the past you didn't feel like things were always fair between you and your ex-partners, but with this new partner I feel like there'll be a new sense of equality between you. Next we have for how you are in your relationship, the Knight of Wands. So I see you as quite adventurous, spontaneous, passionate. Ooh, you're exciting. I think your partner will see you as exciting and just a lot of fun. Brave and strong too, that's what I'm getting. And then your partner in your relationship is the 5 of Wands. So both wands, so both fire signs. So you or your partner may have a fire in your charts. That's Aries, Sagittarius and Leo. So the 5 of Wands is quite difficult to see as a person, but I would say that it's someone who gets frustrated quite easily. That's what your next partner might get frustrated quite easily and be slightly argumentative. But that's only because they're quite powerful. A source to be reckoned with. That's what I kind of see from them. I see that they're a very competitive person too, which I think you are as well. So yeah, I think there might be quite a lot of competition between the two of you, or you might like, I was gonna say playing games, that's what came to my head. Don't know about that. Hopefully you're not playing games with each other, but maybe against others. You team up against others. I'm seeing something like that. I'm trying to spin a positive light on this. Can mean that they have a great sense of self-worth. That's what I see, like quite a lot of pride. I'm kind of seeing Leo when I look at this. So in the good way, they're strong, they're brave, courageous, determined, prideful. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing for your partner. Next, if we have a look at the strength of your relationship, we have the 6 of Pentacles. So I believe your next relationship will be a giving and generous one. You will both share with each other. You'll both give each other gifts. I see you both as fairly spontaneous anyway. There's a lot of chaos energy there, chaotic, and a lot of adventure here. So yeah, spontaneous, definitely. You might surprise each other with gifts quite frequently. You might like to spend on each other as well, like maybe go to luxurious restaurants and stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely see like a nice lavish lifestyle. And the weakness of your relationship, we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is to do with logic and reason, and when it comes up as a negative sign in a relationship, I would see that as taking practicality and logic and reason too far and lacking the emotional side of the relationship. So perhaps you're not as good at dealing with each other's emotions as you are with just the logic and the facts of the situation. Maybe there's miscommunication too. Maybe sometimes you can't communicate your feelings to one another that well. That's what I'm seeing as the weakness. Next, we have a romance angel. So we've got stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So this is telling you to stay positive. It kind of is reminding me of this justice card and how I was feeling like you had unfair relationships in the past, but this is reminding you to stay optimistic about your love life because this person is coming and there will be romance in your life coming around. If we look at Whispers of Love card, we've got be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Well, you need to be authentic, but I'm feeling like you are authentic to each other. But the bit that you struggle on is this communication, as I said. So being real and true to who you are and how you feel. Make sure you get across to your partner how you feel, and when you're upset, make sure they know that you're upset so that they can help you, because sometimes they won't be able to just easily read your emotions. Sometimes you'll need to let them know how you're feeling. And next we have courage. So I think this relationship is going to bring you courage. That's kind of the lesson that you'll learn from it, to be more courageous, to be more strong. I think both of you are fairly courageous already. That's what I've seen. But I think you've been through a lot of hardships, which has made you that way. But I think you admire each other's courage too. I think you look up to one another and see how courageous each other is. Next, I've got a couple of Moonology cards about your next partner. So we've got a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So they could have Libra in their chart too. That's another possibility. But with this card, I'm thinking that it's coming soon. A new romantic cycle begins. That's making me believe that your next relationship is on the horizon. It's coming in your direction. And it's going to be different from any relationships you've had before. So it's reiterating what I said earlier about the unfairness in past relationships. This is going to have balance. You can see in the Libra scales, there's balance. This is going to be different from all of your past relationships. And then we have another Moonology card to depict that your new partner, your next partner, don't let your past hold you back, South Node. So again, they keep driving this home about the past. I think, I'm not sure if you're completely over your past relationships when you enter this new one. I wonder if this King of Swords, when we're talking about communication, I wonder if some exes are messaging you and stuff while you're in this relationship. But yeah, don't let your past hold you back. Don't let that get in the way of your love life. And I wonder if that's even why we've got the 5 of Wands there, because that's all about like kind of competition. And when we've got your partner feeling competition, I'm wondering if your next partner is kind of feel like there are other people and you're getting in the way. There are other people who you're more interested in than them, and they're feeling kind of like sidelined, so then they're fighting for their position all the time. If that is what's happening, you need to be authentic. You need to be true to yourself. Make sure you're with this person because you want to be with this person, and don't stay with them if there's someone else you want to be with from your past, because otherwise you're just upsetting them and leading them towards more pain. Just be sure of who you want to be with. Okay, so we've got a few like bonus cards that I've chucked in. These are very specific, so you don't need to take them all seriously. Just take what you will. They're about your next partner. So we've got blue-green for their eye colour. Just a possibility. Got dark brown for their hair colour. Got the type of dates they like, home cooked meal or night in. Oh my goodness, I've got this for... You're the third group to get this already. But yeah, they like their cozy nights in. That's what I'm seeing. Netflix and chill. Your partner's negative trait is that they can be selfish at times. So that may be something you want to watch out for. They don't always put your interests first. Be careful of that one. And then as their positive traits, they're kind and thoughtful. That's so contradictory with selfish, but you know, take what you will. Kind and thoughtful. Maybe I did see that they were very generous here, so I can understand them being kind and thoughtful in that way. Like they're thinking of things that you would like, things you might need, and they'll provide them and be spontaneous in providing them for you too. Like special surprise gifts. And then I've got you a sweet dream message. So this is just a message for your next relationship. And we've got nurture. I open my arms and wrap around those that need nurturing, starting with myself. So with that, I'm seeing that not only do you need some comfort, which you're gonna try and give yourself during this relationship. Make sure you look after yourself, take self-care steps. But you're also going to nurture your partner. You're going to help them grow. You're going to give them comfort. You're going to provide support for them. And you're both going to grow together from it. And last but not least, we shall have a look at your love heart. So we've got, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So... I think sometimes your partner can get a little bit like predatory, a little bit possessive over you. But this is saying love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So when that happens, you've got to learn from it. You've both got to learn from it that overprotectiveness is not a good thing, but a little bit of protection can be good. So you just got to find that balance. And we've got the new romantic cycle begins. We've got the new moon in Libra. So there will be balance. You will find balance. And justice, again, talks about balance. So I think that's just something that you will work on during this relationship and a lesson that you'll both learn from this relationship. But yeah, there's closeness between you. So that's sweet. I personally, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I can't speak. I don't see this as like a soulmate relationship, but I do see this as some people call it a karmic relationship. Like you'll learn things from it, and it is necessary in your life because it's getting you out of this phase you've been in where you've been stuck in this earlier cycle where you keep meeting the same kind of person. And this is going to be a completely different type of person. And I don't see it lasting a long time, but I do see it kind of breaking that old cycle for you. So you needed it, and it's going to get you to a good place, and maybe future relationships will work out for the better because of it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click like down below. Also feel free to comment if any of this resonated with you. Also, in a few months' time, if you do meet this person, please come back and leave me a comment. I'd love to see. Subscribe if you want to watch more pick a card readings of mine in the future. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hi Group 5, so if you picked the Jade Crystal, this is your reading for your next relationship. So to start the reading, I'm going to start with Tarot and just have a look at a card for your next relationship. So we've got the Six of Cups. So this card is about random acts of kindness, which is really sweet, and there's flowers, and they're giving, well, one of them's giving the other flowers. So I feel like you might surprise each other with flowers too. Or one of you might love flowers in particular. I see this as just such a generous quality. So you really would do anything for one another. You really love each other. I feel like you almost have like a familial type love, like undying. You would love each other till the end of time. That's what I'm getting from this. But yeah, also random acts of kindness. You love seeing each other smile. And if we have a look at you in your relationship, we've got strength to signify you. So I think your next partner is going to see you as a very strong person, strong and independent. You have a lot of power, but in a very dignified way. So like you don't show off. Yeah, it's just like it's a humbleness. I think that's how your partner sees you. They see you as very humble. They know that you've got a lot of strength and a lot of power, but at the same time, you're only ever kind. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Kindness and humility, whilst you have such power within. And then for your partner, we've got the Hierophant. So your partner literally might be into yoga or meditating, or just is someone who's quite peaceful and content straight off the bat. It can also represent a teacher or someone who's very spiritual. You both look up to each other in different ways. So like you look up to I think they make a great teacher. Like they teach you a lot during your relationship, but they're also very spiritual. That's what I'm seeing, or religious maybe. And at the same time, they look up to you because you have all of this inner strength and yet you're still so kind. Oh, this is beautiful. Like, it's such a beautiful union, and I can see why you'd both be so giving and you'd share the love. Oh, I love it. And it's got the dove, and it's just like, it's so peaceful and relaxed and tranquil and just such a sweet yet enlightened relationship. That's what I'm seeing for you. So now the strength of your relationship. We have the Four of Pentacles. Honestly, what I see straight up is that you're cautious with your finances. And I think maybe both of you are, and that is an asset to you. Like, this usually would be kind of a negative card, or at least it would have negative connotations. But in your relationship, I think it's a good thing. I think maybe you keep everything balanced by being cautious with your finances and not being overly extravagant. Because if you were to be so, you would find yourself in financial difficulties. So it's better that you are this way. That's how I'm seeing that as a strength for you. And then we've got a weakness for your relationship, and we've got the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is very much like someone coming and stabbing you in the back. So I'm seeing two things. One thing is, it may be a third party, an outside person who kind of stabs you in the back, and that might be something that you go through together. Maybe someone stabs you both in the back. It's something you both have to work through together. Yeah, actually, that's the main thing I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone during your relationship who kind of tries to mess up your relationship, but you're strong. You're this strong person, and they're pretty strong spiritually. So as you can see, she's reaching out for her broomstick because she still has that strength. She still has that power. She's not died with all of these swords in her back. I think you'll get through it. But yeah, there will be a down at some point in your relationship, but that's normal with all relationships. So if we have a look at your romance angel next, we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So this relationship is going to be a commitment. It's going to be a long-term thing. If you want to get married one day, that's an option. If you don't, it might just be a long, stable relationship. But yeah, there's definitely commitment between the two of you. Oh, look at them holding each other close as well. Like, I think you're just kind of meant to be together. And next we have a Whispers of Love card. You are limitless. You can do anything you choose. That's such a nice message. And yeah, I think that's really what they believe of you. That's what I'm seeing. They believe that you, Group 5, are limitless. You've really got this like limitless power, limitless strength, and they admire that about you. And I mean, together you are limitless too. Like, this relationship is meant to be. It's kind of like written in the stars. That's how I'm seeing it. You were meant for each other. And then we have status quo, or status quo. I never know how to pronounce that. Every time it comes up. So I think you're quite content with your life together. I don't think your relationship would necessarily like stand out from the crowd, but you guys know that it's solid. You guys know that it's perfect, and you guys are really happy with it. And you don't kind of care what other people think of it, because you know it's like a 1 in a million relationship. You just go with the status quo. You're happy with things as they are. There's no real like arguments between you. I don't think anything ever gets really heated between you. Like, I think it's quite free-flowing, quite peaceful. So now I've got some Moonology cards to represent your next partner. So we've got the end of a tough cycle approaches. So it's full moon in Capricorn as well. So your partner may be a Capricorn, but also what I'm seeing, or they may have Capricorn in their chart. What I'm seeing with the end of a tough cycle approaches is that they've had a hard life up till meeting you. I think they've had to go through a lot, and maybe that's what's led to this spirituality or this belief system that's kind of like helped them keep going through all these struggles. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing for them. And then I've got another Moonology card for them. Emotions are running high, supermoon. So that makes me think that they are an emotional person. I think they are quite sensitive. They feel things strongly. I think you're quite kind-hearted yourself, so I think that would work well together. Yeah, I'm seeing this as a very stable relationship. They might be quite intuitive too, might be able to read kind of what you're thinking and what others are thinking. So next I've just got like a little bonus, a lot of cards. They're very specific, so you don't need to take them too seriously. They're just for a bit of fun. You can take what you like and leave the rest. So we've got their eye colour as hazel. And we've got your next partner's hair colour as golden blonde. The kind of dates they like, dinner out. So they like dining out. A negative quality that they have, needy. So they might be a little bit needy. I get that with emotions are running high. When they're super emotional, they might come across a little bit needy. That might be something they need to work on. And as a positive, we have that they are loyal, which makes sense with engagement. Like, they will be loyal to you. They will do anything for you. They're truly in love with you. And then we've just got a little sweet dreams message for your relationship. And it is messages. I am receiving powerful messages from my guides right now. I trust my feelings. I believe that this was kind of written in the stars, like they're your soulmate. This was meant to be. That's how I'm seeing that. And yeah, when you're in a relationship with them, just make sure you are trusting your feelings. You're going with your feelings because they go with theirs. Their emotions are a big part of them. And last but not least, let's have a look at your love heart. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Well, that's beautiful. So it's going to be an adventure and a new start. Maybe it's what you've both been waiting for all this time. I really do think it's meant to be. And it's going to be kind of like a dream come true for you guys too. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please leave a like down below. Also feel free to comment down below. I'd love to read them. If anything kind of spoke to you during this reading, please let me know. Even in a few months, if you do end up meeting this person, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more pick a card readings in the future. And also, I hope you have a lovely day. Bye. Hi group 6. So if you chose the Serpentine, this is your reading for your next relationship. So first we'll start with Tarot. This is the card representing your next relationship. The Ace of Swords. I believe it's going to feel like a lightning moment when you meet them. Like, the communication between you guys is just going to be impeccable. Like, you're never going to have communicated with anyone so well before. It's going to be like, right off the bat, you can just chat non-stop and you could stay up till like 3 a.m. talking if you wanted to. Maybe you have the same sense of humor, or you just can talk very deeply about things easily. But yeah, it's going to feel like meant to be, like you've hit gold. Inspiration. The way you both think is very similar as well. That's what I'm seeing from this. And you both think deeply about things. So now if we look at you in your relationship, you are represented by the Chariot. So here we see someone who's a little bit indecisive. Don't know if that resonates with you or not. someone who's not sure which path to follow. Your partner may find you indecisive at times. It doesn't have to be a big deal. That might just be who you are. It might just be little things like when you decide to go to a restaurant together, you're like, oh, I don't know which restaurant I want to go to. And they're like, oh, make up your mind, just choose one. And you can't. And you rely on them to make up their mind, and then you'll just go along with it. It might be that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm seeing this kind of, oh, I don't know where I'm going. A little bit of a free spirit, maybe. But yeah, just indecisive. That's what I see for you. And for your partner, we have the 8 of Wands. This is hilarious because you're indecisive and they're kind of out of control. I think they get swept up in things very easily, and that might be an endearing quality about them. They like new things, they like new shiny things. But even like ideas wise, that they might have like new hobbies all the time, be constantly changing their mind in that sort of sense. It can also mean things coming together. So things might be coming together in their life just as you meet them. So like maybe they finally decided on a career path, or maybe they've finally got a promotion, or maybe creativity has finally struck. Like maybe they're a writer and they finally got an idea for a book, or it's something like that. That's what I'm seeing. But yeah, you've both got that like indecisive energy, which I don't know how that's gonna work. It clearly does work, but yeah, maybe that's why you're on the same wavelength here, because you're both kind of like, oh, I flip to this and then I flip to that, and you change up your mind a lot. This has been the most entertaining part so far, I have to say. Next, the strength of your relationship. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, that's like the best card for that. I say the best, but I think I've said that before about something else. But this is a really good card. You're gonna build, you might build a family together if you choose to, or at least a stable life together. Is a long-term commitment. You're just very happy with each other. Like a really cheery atmosphere. Like you make each other smile a lot. I think you spend most of your time laughing. Maybe that's why I've been laughing so much, doing this reading compared to the others. Like something about it is just making me feel good. I think that's how you feel when you're in this relationship, or how you will feel. And then we have a weakness or a challenge in your relationship, and we have the Ace of Pentacles to signify that. So this usually means a new financial opportunity, which would usually be a good thing. But maybe the new financial opportunity appears to one of you, and maybe it's a new job and it's somewhere else. So you have to decide to relocate, or that's what I'm thinking. Like it's a cause for concern. So like in one way, this new opportunity is a great thing for one of you. But in the other way, the other person is going to be kind of negatively affected by it, or your relationship might be negatively affected by it. So you would have to come to a decision in the end on it. And I can see you both struggle with decisions. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I'm guessing you'll figure it out, because yeah, it's so much happiness and success. If you do, like your relationship has high potential here. Then we have a romance angel for you. So we have flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So maybe that's what all my laughter is coming from. Maybe you giggle a lot around each other because you're flirting. I think you flirt with each other. Yeah, you like have a really good time together. You both engage mentally like really well. So it makes sense that you'd be flirting all the time together. I definitely see you making each other laugh. And then we have a Whispers of Love card. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. So, honesty is important in your relationship. So maybe at times when you're being kind of indecisive or things are going out of control, you might feel the temptation to kind of lie to the other person, or conceal the truth at least. This is saying don't do that. Like, be honest with each other. It can only work if you're honest with each other. Next we have commitment. So yeah, you're committed to each other. I mean, like this is meant to be. You really care about each other. High level of commitment, so I think it's long lasting. I mean, I was thinking that anyway with this as your strength card, because it seems like the relationship's going to last a long time. But yeah, you're committed to each other, so I believe it will. And then I've got a couple of Moonology cards to signify your partner, your next partner. So we've got bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. There's more air sign energy like that. Card from before, what was that, the Ace of Swords? Maybe Aquarius, yeah, maybe one of you has Aquarius in your chart somewhere, or at least an air sign, but probably more likely to be your partner, as it was one of the Moonology cards which I used to look into your partner. So bring love into the situation. I think that's what your partner does. Your partner kind of, whenever you're feeling indecisive or scared or unsure, your partner tries to solve the situation with just showing how much they love you, how much they care about you. And I mean, that works for you. That's how you fix any problems, you solve any problems you come across. And again, about your partner, a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra, another air sign. Yeah, so I'm definitely seeing air signs in your partner's chart. But a win-win outcome is forecast. So it's like meant to be. It's going to work out. You're meant to be together. I think it's going to be a long-term relationship from the looks of things. And we have the scales here, so there's balance as well. I think you're going to have a really happy time together. Like, on the whole, these are all good cards. Like, even your weakness is a good card. So I don't think there's like that much weakness in your relationship, except for maybe your own characters. I wonder if you each have to go on your own kind of journey as well. But while you're going on your independent journeys, your relationship is great. Like, it's meant to be. It's fairly smooth sailing. That's what I'm seeing here. So next, for fun, I did a little bonus round and just a few cards that are super specific. So you don't need to take this too seriously, but just take whatever you want to take. So we've got things for your partner. So we've got that they've got bright or dark blue eyes. We've got that your next partner has white, blonde, or grey hair. We've got that their favourite type of date would be casual drinks at the pub. So yeah, they're pretty relaxed. I can see you like flirting at the pub and just like literally non-stop talking till the pub closes. That's what I'm seeing here. So their negative trait is that they can be jealous. That's why I'd say honesty is essential too. But yeah, that's always something that they can work on and you can work on together. And then we've got a positive trait for them, that they are sociable, which is what I'd expect if they're such good flirts. Yeah, they're sociable, they're chatty, they're fun. You guys kind of light each other up and lift each other up too. And yeah, definitely seeing an air sign for them, but I think you'll have a lot of fun together. A lot of good conversations. And then we've got a sweet dreams message for you for your next relationship. Guidance. My dreams give me inspiration and guidance. So listen to your dreams. If you have dreams of what you want in a partner, make sure you're kind of constantly thinking about them and making sure that your relationship is meeting those expectations and you're not ignoring red flags, that kind of thing. But at the same time, make sure your dreams aren't unrealistic either. You've got to kind of weigh it up, use these scales, and make sure that your dreams are realistic, but at the same time, you're looking out for yourself by having some dreams there and making sure that you won't put up with less. So last but not least, let's have a look at your love heart. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. So I think it's going to be a while before this person comes to you, before your next relationship, but that's okay. I think you need to figure yourself out first anyway, because you seem fairly indecisive, or like you might be choosing between two roads at the moment. That might be nothing to do with love, that might be to do with career or like friendships, other relationships. Don't try too hard to find love. I know that's like an awful message, and I hate hearing that. I hate it when people are like, don't look for love, then it will come to you, which is a load of rubbish, in my opinion. Don't try like too hard, like as in, if something's not working, so like if you're dating a person and you really like, you're seeing loads of red flags, leave. Don't carry on dating them, because they're not this person, and this person is coming. There's going to be someone great for you out there, and just give it time. They'll be there. They'll find you. So I hope you all enjoyed watching group number 6. Please leave a like down below if you did, and feel free to comment too. I'd love to hear if any of this resonates with you, or if any of it comes true in the next few months. Please let me know. Please feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of my pick a card readings in the future. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye. So, group 7, finally. If you picked Sodalite, this is your reading for your next relationship. So first we're going to start with Tarot. The first card we've got for your next relationship is the Ten of Cups. So I can already see this is going to be such a happy and emotionally fulfilling relationship. This is like soulmate potential. You may start a family together one day if you want to, and it's just so warm and loving and committed and caring. I think you really will like nurture each other's hearts, look after each other. And next we have a card to signify you and your relationship. So that is the Page of Cups. So I think you're quite youthful in the way that you think. You almost have a childlike quality. Like, you like to have fun. You're very creative. You like to try new pursuits all the time. You don't like to stick to the same thing. You believe kind of options are infinite. You can do whatever you like. You can try your hand at anything. And I believe that's how your next partner will see you too. And then we've got a card to represent your partner, and that is the King of Pentacles. So you're kind of like, I mean, opposites in one way, because you're like a free spirit and he's quite, sorry, I say he because it's a king, but your partner is quite mature. They are very successful. What's he holding? Cake and wine. Yeah, they're very successful. They feel like they've kind of got everything together by the time that they meet you, but the one thing missing from their life is love, and they find that in you. You're kind of everything they've been searching for, the only piece of their cake that's missing. But yeah, someone who's very successful, very well-rounded, very stable, driven, wise, mature. I believe your partner will make you feel very safe and secure too, in your relationship. Next we have a strength, the strength of your relationship. So we have the World to signify that. I think this signifies like everything coming together, your wishes being granted, everything that you both have been looking for, you find in each other. I feel like you complete each other in a way, like the world. Yeah, just so much joy and happiness in your relationship. And the weakness of your relationship, we have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is about a juggling act, about balance. So I think that may be the weakness, that you sometimes find it difficult to balance the other aspects of your life. So I think you both have jobs. Your partner's definitely fairly successful in theirs, but I think you might find it hard to maintain your work-life balance. Maybe there's not always enough time to spend with each other because of these other pursuits you have going on, these other work commitments, work-related commitments that your partner has. That's what I'm seeing. The balancing act is a bit of a struggle for you at times, but nothing too detrimental. Next, we have a Romance Angel. So for your Romance Angel, we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So yeah, at times, it may be a bit of a struggle. It may feel like you just don't have time for each other. That's when, or with these angel wings, for some reason I feel like this is a soulmate that you're with in your next relationship. But yeah, with Give your relationship a chance. I very much feel like at times it might be really tough and you might feel like you don't see each other enough, and is this even a relationship anymore? But you've got to work through that. It's worth working through that. And then we've got a Whispers of Love card. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. So yeah, sometimes you might need to make time for each other and be aware of when you're not spending enough time with one another. Be supportive. As well as putting your own needs first, you're also looking at their needs and after their needs too, because they're important too, and they need to feel safe and secure because they're making you feel safe and secure, so you need to give them that in return. And then we have loss. There's some sort of loss. I don't feel it's your relationship, but I feel you both have to deal with some sort of loss at some point. I don't know if you lose like a family member or a friend or something and you have to get through that together, or losing out on a promotion. I don't know, I'm seeing some sort of loss there. I don't see it as something that you can't work through though, but it might be another reason why you have to really work on the foundation of your partnership to get through that. And then I've got a couple of Moonology cards to symbolize your partner. So we've got the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So with that gaining momentum, I feel like this next relationship is coming soon. It's speeding up. I would say in the next few months, you've got something to look forward to. And then we've also got emotions are running high, supermoon. I think your partner must be fairly emotional. He might, sorry, I keep saying he because I'm seeing king, but they, because it could be anyone, yeah. Your partner will be emotional in kind of a sensitive way. I think they'll be fairly sensitive. And I think it's a good thing that they're emotional because I can see here that you are creative and you are emotional yourself. So you'll be able to understand each other on that level too. Next is a little bonus. I've got a few special cards that are very specific. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. We've just got an eye colour for your partner. So we've got grey eyes. And we've got a hair colour. We've got auburn hair. And then we've got the type of dates they like to go on, casual drinks at the pub. That sounds fun. And a negative quality that your partner may have, moody. Maybe that is the emotions running high, yeah. So they have moods, they have strong emotions. Might be something to be aware of. Maybe it's something they need to work on. Maybe it's something you can help them work on. And as a positive trait for your partner, we've got brave. So they are brave. I see that actually with the King of Pentacles, someone who's quite strong and brave and will endure a lot. And then we've got just a little sweet dreams message for you for your next relationship. Intuition. Through my subconscious, I trust my inner wisdom and intuition. So that's just reminding you to trust your gut. When you have any sort of feeling about the relationship, follow your instincts. Don't question yourself too much. I know that can be easier said than done, but yeah, have faith in your intuition because you know what's right and what's wrong deep down. And last but not least, we have your love heart to read. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Okay, so maybe you believe in twin flames. If you don't, that just means it's another soulmate for you. Someone you're meant to meet, someone you're meant to be with. And yeah, full of passion. So you've got a lot to look forward to. It seems like, although there is some sort of loss and there may be a work-life balance issue, in the end, you mean the world to each other. And your love is infinite. So that's a lovely message. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please click the like down below. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to comment down below as well if any of this struck a chord with you, or if in a few months' time you do meet someone, please let me know down below. I'd love to read that too. Hit subscribe if you want to see more pick a card readings in the future. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.